Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz from Oz Mechanics. Have you ever gotten into your vehicle and had low idle, or you're at a stop sign and your car feels like it wants to turn off, or you turn on your AC and the car starts vibrating? Well, I'm going to talk about how to clean out your throttle body in today's video. Alright, in today's video we have right here ourselves a 2005 Toyota RAV4. So with these vehicles right here, we have a throttle body that's considered a drive-by-wire throttle body. So drive-by-wire basically means, let's go straight to it. Rather than having a cable that goes from the throttle pedal to the throttle body, is basically a sensor in the throttle body and the sensor in the pedal. So back then, like these vehicles, so like right here, my 2001 Toyota Sienna, on the throttle body it still has a cable, and on top of that it has an idle air control valve and so on, a TPS sensor. So this has the throttle position sensor, has the idle air control valve, and it has the throttle. And then you look at this brand new one right here, or newer one. As you can see, you don't see any throttle cables. What you do see right here is basically the integrated actuator and sensor. So we have a sensor in the throttle plate, and then we have a sensor right here in the throttle body. So initially what happens is that we start getting carbon buildup in the opening of the butterfly on the throttle body, and it can't register with the carbon deposit right there. So sometimes we get erratic idles when we have that carbon buildup. So I'm going to show you how to take this off and how to clean it, and hopefully on this vehicle we don't have to do a relearn, but some vehicles we do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off the throttle body and get some throttle body cleaner, and we're going to clean this up. So as you can see, this has the intake tube, so we got to take off all the accessories around this intake tube to get to it, and then we should get to the throttle body, and then it has 4 bolts, and then we'll pull it out. And don't forget to disconnect your battery when doing this procedure. Alright, after we take off the intake tube, this is our throttle body. That's the plate I was talking about, the butterfly plate. And as you can see down there, that blackness, the darkness right there, that's the carbon buildup. So what we're going to do, you know, a lot of people say you can just push this down and so on, and clean it up from there. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull this whole unit out and clean it out from the outside. We're going to inspect the seal from the throttle body as well while we take this off. Some units are going to have cooling hoses going through there. You just got to pinch those off. So I'm going to pinch them off from right here and then pull them out so coolant won't come out. Or we can just kind of lift it up a little bit higher and work on it from here. So we're going to take these 4 bolts off, and then we'll go from there. Alright, now that we have our hoses clamped off and we have our throttle body off, now we can start looking in here and checking it out. I don't know if you can pick that up right there, but look at all that gunk and carbon deposit. So what's going on, when the throttle body is at its resting area, you're supposed to see a little bit of gap right there, so we can get some air passage or passing through. But as you can see, we don't see anything. Let's see if I can get a light. Go put the light in the back. See a bright light. No light passing through. And we should have a little bit passing through, so But as you can tell, as this is integrated with the idle air control valve, so the throttle opens just a little bit to compensate. So when you turn on the AC, you're adding an extra load. Just imagine when you turn on the AC is another piston. So what happens, you need more air into the system, and when you have that carbon deposit, this this throttle body doesn't register that. So what we're going to do, we're going to clean up that dirt, and then we should have a better response to the throttle. So here it goes. We're going to clean it up. So this is all the dirt from the throttle body. So if you want to know exactly how I cleaned it out, basically got one of the blue shop towels, got a little bit of throttle body cleaner, sprayed it on here, and then after that just cleaned everything out. Just be careful when you open up the butterfly because it's spring loaded, so I don't want your fingers to get caught in there. But now it is clean on both sides. So now what I want to do, I want to do that little light test that I showed you first, and see now how it's going to look. We're going to turn on our light, and you see how the light passes through. That's what you want. So right now we don't have that carbon deposit that's not allowing the air to pass through. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put this back on together. I'm not going to show that process, but we're going to turn on the vehicle and we're going to see if it idles smooth. Alright, after everything's connected, just got to make sure. Last thing to do, to hook up our negative battery cable. And we're doing our negative battery cable because if we do the positive, that can cause a spark. And right now we don't want any voltage spike. So now we're gonna go ahead and get ready to turn it on. Alright, so here it goes. We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna see initial RPM is gonna be high, and it's gonna settle back down to what we need it at. We're going to turn on their AC, see how the idle acts up, and there you go. As soon as we turn on the AC, the idle goes back to normal. Beforehand, when I turned on the AC, it went down to about 500 RPM. So that's going to be our fix. If you do like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, and share. If you are going to subscribe to this channel, please hit the little icon that looks like a believe it's a little bell, and that should give you auto notifications for the new videos. Hey, I love all y'all's responses, man. Keep them coming. I'm gonna try to make more videos and see if we can get more technical into it. And the more subscribers I get, the more likes, I can start making longer videos. I know these are some short ones, but the more people I get, I can start making 30-minute video, hour-long videos. So thank you guys for helping me out. Already hit 3 million views. Hopefully later on we can get it a little bit higher. Y'all take care here from Oz Mechanics.